We're going to move on to thing number 2. Right? Let's see. Funny, but only after the fact. Yeah, that's just...
It wasn't funny at the time, but I mean, yeah.
You know what I've decided? So it's tragic. Like, I finally get my braces off, and then we have to wear masks. But at least I don't have Botox, because I can move my eyebrows.
Right?
Now is not a time to get your face frozen.
This is all the expression you can get. You gotta
This is me looking at your story.
Right? This is, you gotta try and make sure you look happy.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to be there. But I don't know, that kind of took the wind out of my funny sales, Carolisa. I kid.
We're ruining.
Okay, so it is Advent calendar week. And so how we roll here is we come up with an idea the day before, and then we figure it out and make it that day.
Hey, that's pretty good, though, honestly.
But do you
because
see?
It could be that it's like 2 hours before, and sometimes that happens too.
So this is actually, we're going to combine the two. I'm going to take this off so you can understand me better. Your masks were good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. We got more people getting their sweatshirts.
Oh, yay.
Yay.
Just received yours today. Awesome. We are combining tea towels with Advent calendars. So those of you that stocked up on tea towels, I have a fun little thing for you. Look at, I got to back up.
There we go.
Okay, don't mind the one that's not sewn on yet.
Just drop it just a little bit.
There we go.
There you go.
It is part of the demo. But I don't know if you can see this, but I've got Kimberbell glitter. Let's come closer. These are little pockets. Oh, wrong way. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I am going to show you how I kind of made this. Jess is putting a pattern online right now. So
yeah, like I said, we roll with the punches.
We roll.
And we roll right up to the last minute.
You know.
Anyway,
so it's
super
not quite
cute.
done, but I made this with a tea towel, and then you can just use a charm pack. These were all from my stash. It's Bonnie and Camille fabric mostly, because I have a lot of it that I've never cut. So,
I know, because you don't want to cut it. You just want to look at it.
Yeah, it's time.
It's time to
Anyway,
use it.
I had a lot of the collection I could choose from. So anyway, I'm going to say anyway a lot.
I love those Advent calendars.
I know.
I have grandbabies coming now, and I can't wait to be able to use those, because I don't know about you. Do your kids? Do they love?
Mine do. My little one does.
Yeah.
He's not that little, but
my neighbor put one in, and actually every one of those inside of the Advent calendar, it was not a little item, but it was they pulled it out, and it was an activity that they would do as a family.
I have a
and
little.
So it was full of like randomness, but it was so much fun. They love it. They do it every year now.
I have a little
My nose itches.
something from, I think I got it in Denmark. It's like a little fishing type gnome thing, and I just move it from space to space. That's what you do if you're too lazy to come up with activities, or if you don't remember to save some Halloween candy. I've thrown like candy in there. You can do little prizes, whatever you want. That's the beauty of this. It's up to you. So this is just a standard, like it's 18 1/4 by 28 1/4 inch tea towel, and that's what size the Kimberbell towels are. You can use any color. I did the warm gray.
And yes, you would just fuse.
Yeah,
you would
little
fuse those
chocolates.
numbers on.
Mm-hmm.
So
And if you hate to applique, which I do, this is just Kimberbell's Heat and whatever, you know what I'm...
the glitter that sticks.
The glitter sheet vinyl.
The glitter sheets.
I kind of wanted to do the white polka dot, but then I thought it might be too much. This shows up better in person. We're under
Did you like really cut those out one by one?
I made Megan.
She made somebody else do it. Did you see this? Like, it's markered and cut. I thought maybe you had a sticker or something, so you wouldn't have to cut out these tiny little numbers.
So if you had a silhouette or
if
a
you
cricket,
have a neighbor you can talk into doing it, like Jenny does.
Yeah, well, she's my boss lady, so I was like,
Oh,
I need help. I'm not going to finish.
Even better. She had her boss do it.
Yes. So, anyway, all I did is, and the dimensions and the squares will be on this pattern. And if I'm talking funny, I have 2 retainers back here. I've not quite figured out how to not have a lisp.
Yeah.
So bear with me.
Virginia was asking if we're going to be doing these Advent calendars for 12 or 24 days. It really doesn't matter. You could do the 12 days of Christmas. As far as
I did 25 because the math's easier.
But I first thought you were asking how long we were going to be showing Advent calendars. I don't think 12 days. That's a lot of different Advent calendars to sew up. But we're just doing Advent calendars this week.
Yeah, just this
so
week.
you can make them in time. Look at this. We're ahead.
I know.
We are ahead. We're talking to you about Christmas stuff before November even ends.
And this took a few hours, so it's something that's easy to do.
Easy to do.
And I'm probably going to get some of this cute crochet trim.
You should.
And tie a bow and a thingy.
Kimberbell crochet trim. We have it in green and red and tan, that kind of little creamy,
taupe.
little taupe.
Okay.
It's a color.
So all I did, and the math is there, but if you have your own tea towel or you want to use a fat quarter or something, you just divide this width right here by 5 and then add a 1/2 inch for a seam allowance. And that's how you do the math, but I've already done it for you. So what we did is pretend this is 5. I'm just using, ta-da! I'm just using something I found in Kris's scrap bin just to explain how this did. So I've sewn my 5 squares, pretend it's 5, together, pressed them, and then you're going to get a piece of lining and put it on there. And then you will sew doot, doot, doot.
And you need to say doot when you do it. It won't work.
And then you'll turn it right.
Pattern.
I always clip my corners a little bit so I can get that crisp thingy. Oh, look, I got a heart. And you'll turn it right side out, and then you have this little pocket thingy.
And just press, press, press. Did you top stitch?
Press, press. I did.
Okay.
And you will, except I forgot to do it on the first one, so pretend that, here, I top stitched, see? So you'll top stitch that edge. And what you'll end up with is a piece. I need to scoot my computer back. Yeah, my desk is very clean. So you end up with a piece that looks like this. Here's my front, here's my back. And what you're going to do from there, and I figured this out after, you're actually not going to have that much left over. You'll only have a 1/4 inch. So you've top stitched it, and then we're calling this the flip and fold advent patchwork. So
that's a mouthful.
I know. You'll measure from here to here and draw a line the whole length of your piece. So pretend this is your lining and it's actually sewn together. So you'll just measure down what the instructions tell you, just a 1/4 inch from the bottom, and you will sew, and then you're going to measure, this is in the instructions as well, you're going to measure from the top to there and make a little mark here, and you'll make another little mark here. So you've marked
basically you're marking at the bottom of where that's going to go.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're marking here and here. I need a bigger screen. Okay. And then we'll come back down to this one. What you'll do is you'll place it face down. This is not very viewable.
Do you want me to hold it?
I just need it like to be.
But the further you go back, the more mess we're discovering.
I know. The messier my desk gets. I should hurry and unpick that.
Can I do?
Picker?
Can I? You've got to have a seam ripper around here somewhere. Just rip it.
I'm just gonna rip these
off
real fast.
Rip it good.
I'm really good at unpicking.
You are. You're professional.
Sadly, I am. This will maybe make it a little bit easier to explain here.
Hey, are we still giving away things for shared?
I have no idea. That's a Kris question. Probably. I think so. What are they doing? Fabric, or was that comment sold?
I can't keep track of all the free things that we give away.
We give away a lot.
So,
it's Christmas Club. Okay. Hang on. That's a demo on how to unpick quickly.
Okay, Birdie, you said you emailed about your orders. I will make sure that I find where that email is. We've had a couple different people looking at emails, but I will double check.
Uh-oh. You threw it in the garbage. Okay, so I have measured down from here to here, 5 inches. And this is in the directions. Okay, and then I drew a little line there, and I drew a little line over here and marked it. And then pretend my instructions actually don't have this much extra. This is what happens when you're making stuff. So I'm going to measure from here to here, 3.5 inches, and just draw a line the whole way. Then what you're going to do with that line is line it up, that drawn line, onto your marks that you've made over here. You can use a pencil, you can use a friction pen, whatever you want. And then you're going to sew the full length of this, okay? And then you just flip it up, and I pressed it down, and then I just stitched here and here, and then stitched in the ditch in each one to make a pocket. I mean, this is not like
I
a
love that you
life-changing.
used 5 different squares so that we don't have to measure anymore.
Yeah.
All we have to do now, as long as you've sewn your squares perfect, well, it doesn't even matter if they're
Well,
perfect.
you know what? Yeah, because some of mine are, if you look, some are shorter, some are long.
Oh, no. We're just going to zoom out. Nobody will even see that.
But
They
nobody
might
cares. It looks handmade.
see-
And if you're really fussy, you can cut it off and bind this whole thing. But this was just something you don't have to quilt. It's
Well, and I can see that the
make
raw
lined.
edges are gone. You
Yeah.
don't see any raw edges. And so if you don't want to bind, this is a
and
bind-free
that's why you
project.
sew do.
Okay, my hands
Her hands are
cramping.
tired. Sorry.
So,
Okay, so if you just to kind of get the gist of that, it's holding up like this. You're going to sew raw edges up, and then when you're done, you'll just flip it up and press, and then sew on your side and in the ditch. This is really good. I'm looking awesome here.
okay,
So just sew in each ditch. Okay? And then in this pattern, it has the numbers. If you want to applique, I would recommend like sew it down or embroider it. Do that first before you sew it on here. So you'll put your numbers.
oh, you mean if you're doing an applique on your numbers?
Yeah, but I did
Yeah.
the vinyl because I don't want to go back and have to sew on. That's the only time I have ever sewn on my finger was when I was making an advent calendar. I was
Oh, an
stitching
advent
these.
calendar even.
And I had an open foot, and I got. Oh look, Kris, did you drag that over? I guess Nancy says that Kris picks the shared winners on Fridays.
Yep. Betty Jo says, "Are we not men?" Did I say some comment where I said like ladies or something? Because I do that sometimes. But I know we got men and women out there
got a
sewing.
few.
But Betty Jo, I don't know exactly what you're referring to, but it could have been me.
So anyway, that is my little advent calendar. I haven't quite finished putting on the things, but have you guys ever used the glitter sheets? Because this is kind of cool too.
And this is just one tea towel.
Yeah, one tea
That's
towel.
a good size tea towel. This is the same kind of thing that, the tea towels that Kris shared, the tea towel apron from a time
Yeah.
ago, like the same awesome Kimberbell tea towels.
And you can use whatever fabric you want. If you have a charm pack, I think these are 4 and an 1/8 inch squares that I made. That was
Oh.
how my math worked out.
Perfect.
And then you'll just cut a 4 and an 1/8 inch strip by 18 and I think 3/4 because you do actually, you lose an edge here.
Isn't she creative? Ta-da!
And good at basic math. Okay, so we'll show you one more little thingy, and that's just how to use the glitter sheets. And if you're watching Tuesday Tips at whatever,
Oh yeah,
oh,
yeah.
these are backwards,
On Kimberbell.
aren't they? Oh, we've got a backwards glitter.
Are you gonna have to fire your boss?
My boss, she failed.
Deborah says she loves the glitter. I love the glitter because my husband, I'm sorry, I think I mention my husband every time I do this, but he's like the only person I live with anymore, so he's on my mind all the time.
Well,
He
that's
can't-
not the worst thing.
He can't stand glitter.
Glitter. I
And
love
so
this glitter.
He has totally, he's made me promise not to bring in any more glitter during Christmas. So I got rid of all my glitter ribbon, everything. And-
Why?
because it goes everywhere.
It's like the coronavirus.
It is. And so when I'm really upset with him, I'll just take a little from the glitter ribbon or something like that and then just pet his face with glitter. It's amazing how mad he can get over glitter.
amazing.
It is crazy. But this stuff right here, I brought it in one day to him and I'm like, look what I have. And he got a scowl on his face and then I peeled it off and I sat and rubbed the glitter and then I showed him there was no glitter. It doesn't come off.
It
It's
doesn't.
really, really nice for that. So if you got anybody in your family that's like me that doesn't love the glitter, this one doesn't make mess. It's really,
Yeah,
it's really nice.
And we have reversed. Are we being too loud? Are we too loud? Okay.
They're filming
We've got
in the other room.
Tuesday Tips next door.
Yeah.
So if you're watching them instead of us, I'm just kidding. It's fine.
Kim's here doing a
She
little.
is. And I learned from the Kimberbell Queen herself how to use this because I've actually never done it. I'm gonna have you.
How did
swap
you do
masks.
that all that time?
So what we have the numbers reversed for you, and you're just going to. I just cut them out and stuck them on here, and when I say I mean Megan, and she just taped them on and cut them out. So, like here's my number. She put it like that because it's reversed. Okay, and we just cut it around. Then you're gonna peel off the paper and the tape that she had on it. And that's your iron-on surface. And then there is a little plastic coating. I'm getting fired here.
Well, if she didn't get fired from last week,
Yeah.
she probably won't get fired for this.
There is a plastic coating on top of here. You want to peel off before you iron.
It's pretty thick, so you kind of know when you have that on
and
there.
Kimberbell says that you need to pressing cloth. You actually don't with their glitter, just with their felt and whatever. I just asked Kim. She said it's fine, but don't make her buy you a new iron if you have problems.
There's a caveat involved.
So I'm just going to peel these two off. Maybe. Here, come up a little bit. That's a lot on my hand to look at. Ugh. This is why you don't peel your fingernails. Cut your fingernails.
This is like me trying to thread the needle in a class that I'm teaching. I'm on film. I'm on camera.
Hey, I haven't bit my nails for like 15 months.
Wow,
I know.
that's impressive.
They get really long and freaky now.
Birdie says that her husband hates Mylar because it follows him around
Oh
everywhere.
yeah, it does. Okay, so I'm just putting these on the corner. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Like if you want to be really fussy, you could make yourself a little whatever.
The nice thing is that you don't see a perfect line, and so because of the glitter. Now red, I think red would be really cute on this too. But I like this.
I just thought it
I
would
like
get-
this silver because it's
I
enough.
wanted to do white polka dot, and Kris talked me into silver. Both are very cute. So, so I put these on and just kind of lined them up where I want them. And all I'm going to do,
No pressing cloth here.
no pressing cloth. I mean, if you're nervous, use one. I'm just like 1/4 of an inch. Are you guys like me? I swear I can eyeball up to 1/8 of an inch now that I quilt.
I think when you, I think it's the quilting just gets you good at it, right?
Yep. Just give it some heat. And voila.
Ta-da! Now try to pick it off.
Hold it. Oh, that means I didn't get it good, right?
Right.
I'll
But
just sit that there for a sec. And I do have a wool pressing mat under here in case you're nervous.
yeah.
But I'm just doing this on my desk.
Okay, and don't stress if it starts to peel just a little bit, because as it cools, like now you can tell when she picks at it that it's stuck there. She just is going to,
So that is the glitter sheet.
yeah.
Okay, so that's our little demo. This should be online here in a hot minute. Jess is working on, I need to forgive the picture. We'll put a better one on as soon as this is complete, but I didn't want to finish it, take a picture till I showed you how this works, because it's hard to write this. Once you see it, it's like, oh yeah, duh. But when you're like upside down, raw edges, I don't know. When you read patterns, does it freak you out? No?
When I read what patterns?
Any pattern. Are you a good pattern reader or are you a visual?
Oh, I'm kind of both, actually. Sometimes it takes me a long time to figure out what the heck's going on. Marilyn says, please let it cool. You need to cool it before you try to pick it off.
Okay.
And so Dee, are you talking about the plastic covering? You put your iron
On that?
on that?
I found my missing one.
I don't know that I've ever
I don't know.
heard of
Kim
that.
told me to peel it off first. She just
Yeah.
barely told me that. Like
Well, she
10
was,
minutes ago.
So Dee was just saying, is it D or DC?
I think she goes by DC
Okay.
or D.
She was just
I only
saying
know
that
how to say her last name.
Ann Bill just leaves this thing on.
And Bill probably knows
Yeah.
more than we do.
Oh. But don't tell her that.
She already knows. It's already online. Woohoo, Jessica! Way to go. So I'm guessing that if you're in the club, it's free, and if not, it's there. But
It's
We're
not going to be terribly expensive. And somebody asked too where you got the numbers.
they're included in the pattern.
Yay!
Or if you have a font you like, but I think Mallory reversed them for us before she left for the day.
Oh, sweet. But yeah, any font would work if you like it better. But that's a good one. I like that one. It's, yeah. I like patterns with words and pictures. Me too,
Me
Barb.
too.
Yep.